This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
In those 57 nights, we had a lifetime's experience in firefighting. It's the type of experience which could only have been acquired by the regular fireman over a period of years.
In September 1990, the London Fire Brigade paid tribute to the city's wartime firefighters. Hundreds of retired LFB and National and Auxiliary Fire Service members assembled in London for 2 days of celebration and laughter, as well as a few tears. The scene is a small area of London. Several incendiary bombs have landed and fires are spreading. The fire service has been called in. We pick up the action with the top floors of the warehouse fully alight. The district officer has asked for further assistance and sent a dispatch rider to get the message through.
The second wave of appliances are now joining the attack. We see the extension of boarding access to the upper floors. This time the crew carries the hose line aloft. Here we see the second ladder up and working. Our district officer is now getting a clearer picture of the building and its contents. And here onto the scene comes the Soho fire station men's turntable ladder sent from another incident. Well, there's the temporary gas main repair gone again. The spray branch will have to cover that gas main. They've heard a cry from the top of the factory. A call for help, perhaps. Is it one of the 2 missing fire watchers? Crews below the blaze won't be able to reach the trapped fire watchers in time, perhaps. The turntable ladder crew will have to perform high-level rescues if the fire watchers are to be saved. Operators of all the specialist appliances, such as turntable ladders and emergency tenders, were normally regular London firemen. Firemen assisting the first of the fire watchers to have been located. And of course, as firemen, they have to be particularly aware that the people they're rescuing will be unfamiliar with this kind of means of descent. The firemen will be giving words of encouragement to the man coming down the ladder from that very great height. The rescue line rests with the fireman at the foot of the turntable ladder. That fireman controls the descent by laying the line around a special cleat. Obviously, water is the main weapon of the fireman. In London, there were over 30,000 street hydrants available for fire service use. This normally proved adequate for peacetime incidents, but during the period of the Blitz, with large areas of concentrated fire, even these powerful mains could not adequately supply the number of fire engines demanding their lifeblood of water. Mains may have been shattered and disorganized by explosive bomb damage. This type of problem was common throughout the Blitz. It was to supporting crews of the dam units, hose-laying lorries and pump relays that the branchmen were able to go about their business of attacking the flames and stemming further spread of fire. Now the combined efforts of men, women and machines is coming together to overcome the flames. With the coming dawn, the battle will be won, but the war will not be over. Although night after night the Luftwaffe attempted to destroy our capital, each night resulting fires were normally extinguished by the morning, although cooling down may have to be continued throughout the day. With the bombing over, although many places may continue to burn, this particular incident draws to its conclusion.
As part of the 50th anniversary commemorations, a unique collection of photographs, paintings and archive film recaptured the harsh realities of wartime firefighting. One section was devoted to the work of London's firemen artists.
The exhibition by firemen artists were mostly painted in 1940. Firemen artists, of course, were firemen, they were artists in their own right prior to joining the auxiliary fire service. Four paintings that I will pick out here are four paintings by Paul Dussault, which was painted in 1940, and he actually depicts the fire as the devil. If you can look into the painting, you see the devil with his outstretched hand saying to the fireman, well, come on in. The second painting is where the firemen are now attacking the fire with the water, and of course the devil is leaning backwards. On the third painting, you can see the firemen are hiding from the devil because the devil is now trying to attack the fireman with his outstretched left hand, a burning ember in his right hand. On the fourth and last painting, the firemen have actually conquered the devil. The fire is out, and you can see now the devil is just a mass of bones. These paintings were exhibited in a Royal Academy in 1941.
Led by the City Marshal, Colonel John Howard, over 330 men and women marched through the city towards St. Paul's. And with Sir Reginald Doyle, Her Majesty's Chief Inspector, taking the salute beside Mr. Jerry Clarkson, Chief Officer of the London Fire Brigade, the fire service veterans marched to take their place among the 2,000 guests. Began with the arrival of Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales, who was guest of honour, with Prince William and Prince Harry. She was accompanied to the west door of the cathedral by the Lord Mayor, Sir Hugh Bidwell, where she was received by the Dean and Chapter and the Bishop of Stepney.